whatever it is, I put in the back burner and I isolate myself. Meaning I don't deal with people. I just stay in my own corner in my own lane. So ended up being homeless. Hey YouTube lovers, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl maaariluv. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on another video. So happy Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, December 14. It's currently 12:37 and I'm in a car running errands. Been in the car for maybe about an hour, just running other errands. But anyway, I wanted to I kept thinking, I was like, I need to do my life update video. So this is like the perfect time for me to just sit in the car. It's quiet. Zoo is actually back there taking a nap. But just to give you guys like what really has been happening in my life, just sit here and just chit chat a little bit with y'all as much as I can. And I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna make it quick and short. I'm not really gonna go into like detail, just like above surface of what actually happened as of the beginning of this year. So if y'all don't know, I'm married. We're married for about 8 years. Is it 8 years? I think 7 to 8 years. Don't judge me, y'all, because I don't keep up with dates. Okay, he keep up with the dates. But anyways, so we were married for about that long. We've been together for 10 years. We started dating back in we met in 2011 of June. But we started dating the December, because I remember he took me for my birthday in August, and we started dating in December. He officially asked me like to be his girl, but I didn't really answer then because but anyway, so it wasn't until the beginning of the year of 2012, January of 2012, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, I accept. So yeah, anyway, fast forward, we dated for that long, and then we got married 2015. We got married in Senegal. Love that country. I love Senegal, yo. But we got married in Senegal. My husband is half Senegalese and half Mauritanian. I'm Sierra Leonean. So we've been married for that long, went through life, and then got married in 2015. Had our first baby, which is Ahad. You guys see him already. Ahad is 5 years old now. And then we had Zoo. We lived in Maryland. That whole time we was in Maryland. I'm trying to give you a little bit of, everything. We lived in Maryland for that amount of time. When we met in Maryland, we went to school. I went to school in Maryland as well. And then we had Ahad in 2017 of June 11, 2017. That's Ahad's birthday, by the way. So he's 5 years old, and then we moved to Ohio. His family was moved to Ohio, so we ended up moving to Ohio with them. Not at the same time, but maybe like 5-6 months after they had left, we decided, okay, let me go try Ohio. I was pregnant with Ahad at the time, not knowing I was, by the way. And but anyways, fast forward, we moved to Ohio, try Ohio. It wasn't working. I was like, let's go back. We came back to Maryland, and then we lived in Maryland for about 2 plus years, and then we decided to go back to Ohio. I know. Anyway, I hope you guys are staying. Decided to go back to Ohio, and then in Ohio, that's when I got pregnant with Zoo. We decided to have Zoo because it's always me that's like, okay, baby, okay, let's have that baby. But anyways, so we got Zoo, got pregnant in 2019 of the summer, and then I gave birth to Zoo March 27 of 2020. Again, that's their birthday. So lived in Ohio. I tried to fall in love with Ohio after a year, because I was in Ohio for about 2 years and some change, something like that. And then I was like, I got sick of it. I was like, let's go back. So we came back to Maryland. So this is now that we're here. We came back to Maryland of 2021, March 3rd. Yeah, March 3rd. That's when my lease ended in Ohio, in our townhouse. And then we, if you guys have not watched that vlog, well, it's not a vlog. It's a video. It's an empty apartment tour. It's on my video. It's one of the first video that I posted on my channel. So if you guys haven't seen that place is beautiful. I miss it. But anyways, fast forward, we moved back, and we moved back here. I think I'm shouting, Zoe's moving. But anyways, we moved back to Maryland of 2021 in March, which is last year, because this is 2022. And we started living in Montgomery County. We used to live in PG County, and then we started living in Montgomery County. We lived there for about a year, and then things were just taking a toll. But anyway, of course of we had like a domestic violence situation that happened between me and my husband, and that led him in prison basically. So that's why if you guys have been watching my vlogs, you always hear me be like, when my husband come home, blah blah blah. So but anyways, so that happened, and then this is when life literally took a toll for me, like from here to here, like really. So but anyway, so that happened. He had to be in prison, and then I had to figure out, like, I was like, wow, I'm alone. When that situation happened, I was so out of it. Like, I didn't even know how to think. I'm one of those people, when things happen, I shut down. I don't really acknowledge the situation. I don't, it's like I don't have any emotion. It's like, it's cool with me, but in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about, this happened to me, like this really just happened to me. So I don't know how to like go about it, so I would just ignore it. Like, that's, I've always been like that. Doesn't matter the situation, friendship, whatever it is, I put in the back burner and I isolate myself, meaning I don't deal with people. I just stay in my own corner, in my own lane. So ended up being homeless, started living in a homeless shelter with my kids, and that was eye-opening for me. That's when I really started to dig deep into prayer life and just seeking God, like, because when they say all things are working together for your good, God really meant that. Even though in the worst situation, that's why it says in the Bible, pray without ceasing, pray in all circumstances. So whether bad or good, you have to give him thanks. I know it's the hardest thing to do. Like, you're crying, but you have to say, thank you, Jesus. Like, it's the hardest thing to do, but God knows. And then the more you pray, the more I used to pray, the more it's like, okay, it's not that bad. So I started handling the situation. Honestly, I'm proud of myself because I handled the situation way better, way more than, because I came in contact with different type of people in the shelter, where it's like I could see, wow, they're really not handling this well, because they're taking it out on everybody they meet. It's like they have an attitude, they have this, they have that. But anyways, I don't judge people. I'll just try to help people as well. But anyway, went through as of April to September, I was homeless. So I was in a first shelter, went to another, live in a hotel for 2 weeks with the kids. And then there's another vlog that has it too. I had a birthday vlog that was in a hotel, and was in there for 2 weeks, and then got put in another shelter. It's a transition, they call it transitional housing. Put in another shelter. And then from there on, that's when I moved into my place. Remember, everything is in my vlog, but you just didn't know what I was going through. So now this is the time I'm telling you what I actually went through being homeless. So, and then I got this place. I prayed for this place, and God literally blessed me. In the first shelter, let's go back. In the first shelter, I prayed. I was like, God, I know. I wrote down all my plans, my new car, my new home. I write down your dreams, y'all. Write down your dreams. Write down what you want. Like, YouTube is all over my house and my papers. Like, YouTube is there. So write down your dreams. When God blessed me with this car, like, I got blessed with this car while I was homeless. Can you imagine? Like, I got blessed. When I tell people that, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. And I was test driving a car. I have footage. I'm going to try to put it in here for you guys to see. When I was test driving this car, whatever it is, I put in the back burner and I isolate myself. Meaning I don't deal with people. I just stay in my own corner, in my own lane. So ended up being homeless. Started living in a homeless shelter with my kids. And that was eye-opening for me. That's when I really started to dig deep into prayer life and just seeking God, like, because when they say all things are working together for your good, God really meant that. Even though in the worst situation, that's why it says in the Bible, pray without ceasing, pray in all circumstances. So whether bad or good, you have to give him thanks. I know it's the hardest thing to do. Like, you're crying, but you have to say, thank you, Jesus. Like, it's the hardest thing to do, but God knows. And then the more you pray, the more I used to pray, the more it's like, okay, it's not that bad. So I started handling the situation. Honestly, I'm proud of myself because I handled the situation way better, way more than, because I came in contact with different type of people in the shelter, where it's like I could see, wow, they're really not handling this well, because they're taking it out on everybody they meet. It's like they have an attitude, they have this, they have that. But anyways, I don't judge people. I'll just try to help people as well. But anyway, went through as of April to September, I was homeless. So I was in a first shelter, went to another, live in a hotel for 2 weeks with the kids. And then there's another vlog that has it too. I had a birthday vlog that was in a hotel and was in there for 2 weeks, and then got put in another shelter. It's a transition, they call it transitional housing. Put in another shelter. And then from there on, that's when I moved into my place. Remember, everything is in my vlog, but y'all just didn't know what I was going through. So now this is the time I'm telling y'all what I actually went through being homeless. And then I got this place, I prayed for this place, and God literally blessed me. In the first shelter, let's go back. In the first shelter, I prayed. I was like, God, I know. I wrote down all my plans, my new car, my new home. I write down your dreams, y'all. Write down your dreams. Write down what you want. Like, YouTube is all over my house and my papers. Like, YouTube is there. So write down your dreams. When God blessed me with this car, like, I got blessed with this car while I was homeless. Can you imagine? Like, I got blessed. When I tell people that, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. And I was test driving a car. I have footage. I'm going to try to put it in here for you guys to see. When I was test driving this car, and God was like, it's yours. In my head, that little voice, it's yours. Same thing with the place. And I walk out the dealership, that same day with the car. It was the day before Mother's Day. I walked out with this on May 7th. May 7th, 2022. I got on your car. I was like, oh my God, this is like and then when I got to the shelter at home, well, I was at home, I was like, this is the best Mother's Day gift ever. And then that was the same day I started getting in contact with my husband, because we haven't talked at all on the phone. I started getting in contact with him. He was like, I was praying to have hold of you. God answered my prayers. God literally answered prayers, y'all. Anyway, fast forward, prayed about this house, this apartment, particular one, because I looked at so many different apartments, and I looked at so many different apartments, but it just wasn't given. This particular one where I'm at, I was like, this is it, Lord. And Jesus literally was like, you're approved. And I was like, what? I'm approved. I didn't put the application yet. And God just kept saying, put the application in, put the application in. And one of the reasons why I was like, I didn't want to, they had a holding fee of $250. And it said none refundable. So approved, not approved. So I had to go there. I went there, and I was like, none refundable. It says none refundable. So I had to go there, and I had to like tell them like, hey, what does that mean? Does it mean if you approve, if you don't approve, you get your money? But I was like, yeah, you get your money back. I was like, oh, okay. So I went there that weekend. I remember I put it in. I said my prayer. I put it in, and then they processed it the first time, and then I know my caseworker was like, oh, they deny you the first. I was like, so what happened with the first one? And then she was like, they deny it, but they're processing you again. So after the second processing, that's when they called me. My caseworker called me. She was like, Mariama, what's the name? She said the name of the apartment. She was like, they called me, they sent me an email, and I was like, and my heart dropped, y'all. My heart literally dropped. I was like, okay, like, come on. And then she was like, you approve. I was like, oh my God. It was a Monday. It was the 12th. I had just finished 21-day fast. I had just finished on that particular Sunday a 21-day fast. Like, fasting is everything too, y'all. So I'll have another video about how to fast and what to do and what exactly you want to do. Okay, so I'm back. So what exactly you want to fast? But that would be like a separate video. But yo, I got approved for this place. I was over the moon. That's the word I used exactly. I was like, I'm over the moon. I remember I was in Aldi Resort picking up groceries. Now I was doing Instacart. Because I used to do like here and there just to get like quick cash. But yo, it's like, I got approved. I was like, oh my God. It was like, yeah, you have to sign the paperwork. I was saying your welcome letter. I was so excited. Like, yo, I was so freaking excited. Oh my God. Like, even thinking about it now, when I'm in my house, when I'm working, I was like, God, you said this was my place. God's word does not go back to him. God does not take back what he says. His word does not go back to him empty. I'm trying to tell y'all. So anyway, went through that process. Throughout this whole time, I was still like talking to my husband, because he was always calling me. He always wanted to be on the phone with me. He always wanted to like just check in to see how we're doing and hoping that we're doing good. Blah, blah, blah. Now, If he wants to, then we can sit down and we can explain like he's part of like not the situation, because I honestly don't want to talk about the situation. Really, I really don't, because the only thing I want to talk about is like his mental health. Like if you want to sit down on my channel to talk about like his mental health and things like that, I think like that's what's more important. Like what actually caused the whole thing to happen, you know what I mean? Not really what happened, how it happened, you know, things. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm really not, to be honest with y'all. But anyway, so that happened, and he but he actually got out yesterday from prison, and we can he actually got out yesterday. He has to go through now the process of meeting with his lawyers and all that stuff, and they're giving him the stuff that he has to do. My camera is like that weird. Okay, so but anyway, so that's the little bit about that, me being homeless, and God still blessing you. God can bless you in any type of situation you're in. He can bless you in when you're sad, when you're like mad, when you're happy. It doesn't matter what it is. God can bless you at his own time. That's why it says God's timing is the best time. Okay, God's timing is the best time. But I'm really thankful for the person that I'm becoming. I tell God that all the Zoo, stop. Why you do that? I tell God that all the time in my prayer. Like, I'm really glad. I'm really proud of the person that I'm becoming, to be honest with y'all. Like, the person that I'm becoming is like amazing. Like, just really amazing. And life is really good depending on your perspective. That's why you have to have like a good perspective about life and your take on life, how you see life. That's why it's not good to be, you know, negative or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and give you a little bit of life update and what has been happening. You'll see I've been posting now, and I'm gonna be posting, being consistent for the whole month of December. I'm gonna post every day just to, you know, grow the channel, and then starting January I'll go back to my regular posting days, so that way I'm not floating, you know, my timeline for you guys. Make sure you guys are able to catch up, and then the new subscribers that are coming in as well are able to like catch up and not be, you know, overwhelmed or like, oh, I gotta watch this, I gotta watch that. But anyways, if you guys have not watched my previous vlogs from the beginning, like I said, make sure you guys catch up on the live, catch up on us, know who I am. I will have another life update video coming up. I didn't want this to be too long as well. I'm trying to keep my video at a certain, you know, time lapse. But anyways, happy Wednesday. Like I said, today's December 14th. I'll catch you guys later. And if it's your first time here, don't forget to click that subscribe button and join the family. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about my little life update. I hope this encouraged someone out there, anyone that is going through a hard time, anyone that is facing difficulties. Know that God is near, and he hears and he sees. Just call upon him and pray, and write down your goals. Write down your goals, write down your plans, read it every day. Believe in it. You have to have first have faith. If you can't have faith in yourself, no one else will have faith in you. Like, honestly, it will not work. If you don't have faith, it will not work. I'm trying to tell you, you have to have faith. You have to believe that you are successful. You will be successful, you know, and God will bless you. God's plan. Let me read this for you. So, Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. There you have it. So God don't have an evil plan for none of us. He has planned for your future. He has planned for your hope. So everything that you're hoping for, you have to know that God will bring to life. God will give it to you. He will literally give it to you. But it just won't happen on your own time. It will never be on your own time, because if it happened on your own time, then you won't have faith. That's just what it is. Like, it cannot happen on your own time at all, guys. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Love y'all. Peace out.